Let's do it. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the Inside Star Citizen Review. A topic being covered today near and dear to me, mining. And I want to share a little story before we get into this. For those of you that don't have the patience, you can skip ahead in the video. For those of you on stream, you're just stuck with me. Hey, hi, professional. There's the fam. They're over here. We're building a nice little crew on this Inside Star Citizen Review show. I was just talking to my fans here about how we're building up nicely. We're almost at 1,000 views per Inside Star Citizen Review video. It's great to have my fam here and just spend time. And Chill Thursday is my favorite day with you guys. And we've gone from like 200 views on average to nearly 1,000 views. And I just wanted to tell you guys thank you. Now, to my story. Mining, my first love with mining was in Eve, and it was with a ship called the Retriever. Now, the Retriever, it was a 2 mining laser boat, and you clicked 2 icons for a mining laser, and you watched like a small icon of whatever ore it was that you were mining go directly into your cargo hold, and that was it. And I did that religiously. Yes, I know, Mosquito. But it was fun because I grouped up with a whole bunch of other miners from Australia, and I had a good time. Oi, oi, oi. We all had a good time. I was the American. They were all Australian, and they took me in. They taught me how to speak Australian. I won't do that now. Some people are saying that's English, but it is not English. Let me assure you, Australian is not English. And I did learn the Australian language, and I had a good time with this crew. They were called Darwin Industries. That was the name of the corporation. I still remember it to this day. And some of my best times mining were with these Australians into the wee hours of the night. And we would get together similarly like we are now. And we would just talk all night about crazy shit. And occasionally somebody would come in, and then we got introduced to what happens when you don't have an escort. And that was bad. And so I'm looking for these game mechanics to happen within Star Citizen, but in a whole new light, in a whole new way, in a first-person type of space combat sim type of way, which I'm very, very much looking forward to. The introduction of the mining ship, the Prospector, made me excited because it was active mining. This wasn't pushing a button on one of your mining lasers on a Retriever and watching a little icon go into your hold. This was not that type of mining. This type of mining in Star Citizen was more active. And sometimes you got so into just sliding this slider to get the correct, materials from this rock that you're mining in Star Citizen that you tune out. You kind of tune out, and sometimes you're not aware of what's going on around you. So this makes for interesting gameplay when miners are really focused on what it is that they are mining, that they will probably have to hire escorts if they don't have them in their organization. If you're not lucky enough to be in an organization that has some type of security or military, and you're doing this as an industrial organization, you will definitely have to hire security or, mercs. And I love this type of gameplay. This is the type of gameplay that makes me want to continue playing. And when I hopped in that Prospector, I had a hell of a time. In fact, I have a mining tutorial on the channel that you guys can watch. And I just had such a great time mining. Now, it could use, additional features to it. I'm sure they'll continue to expand it. We know that there's additional on these size 2 mining lasers on what we're going to see, which is a mole. And I'm super excited. I'm getting into this, and then we will watch it. But there are 3 mining lasers. And this is the first instance of a multi-crew mining ship in Star Citizen, and I really love that. I love that you can get a crew of people together on one ship. So I'm very excited to watch this episode. This is the last Inside Star Citizen of the year. Or 3, yeah. Didn't I say that verb? I'm pretty sure I said 3 size 2 mining lasers. And you can put attachments on them as well, which is great because it makes this a profession. People are going to have to know the attachments that go to the lasers, what type of efficiencies you get from the different attachments according to the ore that you're mining. it makes it a profession, and they will continue to develop it. And I am really excited about this type of gameplay. A lot of people want to snooze and say mining, but I have a personal love affair with mining. I've always loved it. So without further ado, thanks for sitting here and watching all of that preamble. And let us watch this last episode of Inside Star Citizen here on the Inside Star Citizen Review. Thank you, everyone.
There's a saying amongst prospectors: go out looking for one thing, and that's all you'll ever find. Since the introduction of mining as an occupation in Alpha 3.2, the Mist Prospector has been the only ship-based option anyone could find in the Star Citizen universe. But all that changes in the upcoming Alpha 3.8 with the addition of the marvelous multi-crew mining vehicle, the straight-to-flyable Argo Mole.
I'm so excited about this ship. I might be more excited about the Argo Mole than I am the Ares. Does that sound crazy? That is pretty crazy, because I was very excited about the Ares, but I think I'm actually more excited about this ship than any other out right now. I know a lot of people are going to be taken aback by that comment, but I'm very excited about this ship.
A multiplayer mining ship standing for multi-operator laser extractor or excavator, however you feel. There's a lot more style to it than I expected from an industrial ship. It's got a distinct shape to it, and it's got a lot of cool little details to look at, as well as the overall silhouette of it.
Love that design.
So we took a lot of design features from some of the earlier ships, the MPUV, the SRV. It's familiar, there's some familiar shapes. The shape of the hood, essentially on the top, the shape of the engines, the intakes, and it's, you know, it's like we do with all our manufacturers. We try and sort of take that DNA that we've now worked out and feed it through all our ships.
My favourite bit of the mole would be the transforming sections with the way the turret.
Yeah, dude, that is so nice. I didn't even know it did that. I put out a video of a tour, and I wasn't even aware that it had done that. That is actually, what a cool design feature that is. That is so sexy. This is a definite upgrade. The Prospector is the noob mining ship now. This is the next step up. You just went to, in terms of like comparing this to Eve, you went, which there is no comparison. Star Citizen kills it when it comes to the design of ships and being able to fly these. But the comparison is going from a retriever to a coveter. You just upgraded yourself if you went to this ship.
It's extend from the ship and the way the shields open up, and especially the X form of the main thrusters, the way that changes shape during landing and the VTOLs and all that thing.
The interior is pretty cool. We've split it over 2 levels.
Right.
You know,
Right,
obviously
Ash.
you've got where all your components go. You know, you've got to be able to change things out. You've got to be able to easily access them. You need space for your fuel tanks, all that sort of stuff. And then you basically can lead through to the main cabin.
And it is a little tight quarters, but I was surprised. We have the tour of it on our channel. I was actually surprised that, you know, as kind of cramped as it was, there was a lot more space in the interior than what it looked like from the outside.
Cockpit, so you and your co-pilot can, you know, just hang out, do a bit of flying, do a bit of navigation, or you can then go downstairs to the 3rd sort of front mining position. You know, you enter into it, and then it actually detaches through, you know, so you have a little airlock, and then you're able to rotate and get better coverage.
It's the only multi-crew mining ship we've got at the moment. You can have 3 players in it mining at the same time, while the pilot also moves it around looking for things to mine.
And I don't know if they're going to talk about it. Oh, that's so sexy right there. And I don't know if they're going to talk about it, but a lot of people on my video, when I did the tour of this, were saying like, oh, I don't know, DG, like this isn't really a solo ship. Don't exclude it from being a solo ship. Once NPCs, now this is a far way away, but once you can hire an NPC crew, you can fly it solo with an NPC crew, you know? God, that's so goddamn sexy. I'm so turned on by this ship. This is not natural. I love it.
So it's very co-op focused compared to the Prospector, which is single player. So you can focus on.
Exactly, old man. And that's another good arguing point as well. Like, you know, why would you want to? Like, bring your friends, bring them on board. But if you are not that type and you want to fight solo, here's my words to you. Don't worry. Eventually you'll be able to man it with NPC. But wow. And some people talking about the cargo not being enough, but I don't know.
On a larger rock or a more dense rock
Look
that
at
the
that.
prospector can't normally mine with its single laser, or you can sweep a area for smaller resources at 3 times the speed of a prospector by having all 3 of the excavators just buzz an area.
And then you all have the ability of tractoring that back into your ship.
Going straight to flyable has made making the ship a lot faster than we usually used to, but it's been pretty good overall, because we've been able to iterate on the different parts of the ship much faster, and it's come together very smoothly.
The Argo Mole doesn't just bring with it another way to tackle the same ship-based mining experience that we've had since Alpha 3.2. It actually offered our developers the opportunity to expand upon the work already delivered, with the addition of both the Size 2 mining laser and the creation of 5 new mining laser heads for the existing prospector. The team here has been exploring a more complex and hopefully more rewarding ship mining experience.
Great comment, by the way, Joe. And I think they'll have some type of ability to tractor in those rocks or something on the ship that maybe they can put into it. Because, that's here's the thing. I don't even think you're gonna have to worry about that when you're using a mining laser. That debris, all like you have the ability with the mining laser to break up the rock, and then you have the ability to suck up the material through the mining laser. That's how it works. So I don't even think you're going to need a tractor beam, because now what you're saying though is you're worried. We got somebody hosting us. Thank you for that raid, Soup. Thank you so much, Soup, for the raid here. Whoa. That's a cool alert. Thank you, Soup. So, I think what you're talking about is when it breaks off, like you're worried about the rocks becoming projectiles and like shooting at you. So I wouldn't worry about it. I don't think that's a big concern. I'd back up, keep your ship quite a distance from the rock as you're breaking it up, and everything gets sucked in through the mining laser. So don't worry about any type of tractor beam.
Working on mining since the beginning, what is it now? It's more.
How cool did that look?
Than a year ago has been an interesting experience. It started, I would say, very well, where we had about 3 months to deliver mining from 0 to the deliverable we had, I think, in 3.2. We had a nice core team, and a lot of dependency teams joined, and they offered a lot of support, and everyone was pretty much focused on getting that as good as possible. Once we delivered the original, it was a bit hard to deliver anything because we were lacking resources. All the resources that we had in the initial release quarter got pulled on other systems. So delivering the stuff that we wanted for mining did not quite go as planned. We had to kind of dance on a tightrope and focus on what we had resources for. Ship mining in 3.7 is fairly engaging, but it lacks a bit of depth. There is only one ship, there is only one laser. While we have a variety of mineable rocks which have different properties, there's still only so much that the player can do. Some of the things we can make to do ship mining better are adding more variety.
I love that there is a sweet spot for each particular type of ore, that some types of ores take more to crack them open, that you have to, like, each type of ore and the mass of it dictates the type of throttle that you will need on the laser. I really dig that about the mining in Star Citizen. And for those people that aren't familiar with mining and say, oh, you point and you shoot, it's a lot more than that in the game right now, even with it in its very baby infancy stage. That the mining is much more involved than a lot of other games. And I love the fact, again, that each ore brings about a different way in which you have to approach and attack the rock with the mining laser. I love that.
Variety in player equipment. So adding a new set of lasers, so different types of lasers that can do different things. We can add different components to those lasers. We can maybe in the future also add new mining ships. So there's a lot of stuff we can still expand.
Oh, give us all those variables. Give us so much variation. It's going to make me sick to my stomach. Just give us all the options that you can. I want these ships so specific to the types of ore that they're going to mine that you have to be a professional. That you literally have to be a professional. Bring it on. Just dump an avalanche of different types of attacks attachments down, give us a lot of different types of ore, and just make it something where you have to be rooted in the information and be a professional miner. Like, don't make this generic. And it looks like that's what they are doing. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. This guy, I dig this guy. I don't know this guy's name, but he seems really into this aspect of the gameplay, and I like that. He's passionate about it.
Mining in 3.8 is a normal improvement that we wanted to do for quite a while. It's adding depth to the game. We will have 5 new mining lasers besides the existing prospector laser, each of them made by their own manufacturer, each of them with their own stats. It's up to the player to choose what best suits their situation. The new mining head lasers are size 1, but we're also providing a size
I saw some different graphics right there.
2 counterpart for the Argo Mole. They're going to replace the main laser, call it a weapon, that sits at in the front of the mining arm, and they change the function.
That's so fucking Ghostbusters right now. It's killing me. I love it. Don't cross the streams. Don't cross the streams. I'll tell you what, if you are in a mole, don't cross the streams with that attachment. Don't do it.
Of how the entire thing works. The mining arm stays the same because it doesn't bring any new stats in the mining operation. It just supports the mining head.
Oh, so, did he say that?
That will stay on the prospector exactly as it is.
That's
it's just
funny.
The front of it that changes. So we had 2 general principles when we thought about how we are going to make these new mining lasers. One of them is making mining quicker.
Oh, that's so great.
Faster, but
that's so cool. They're even changing the graphics up. God bless them. God bless them for doing this. Not only are their attachments going to be pretty varied, they're also changing the actual effects from each attachment. Oh my God. Oh my God, that's great.
But riskier. The other one is making it slower but safer. So for 3.8, we made a lot of changes to the asteroids. We kind of had to rework all of them, rebalance them. As soon as the resistance of the rock kind of increases about 15-20%, you'll need a better laser head to be able to handle that. So we basically broadened the entire spectrum of rocks. The idea is we are adding more gameplay and more possibilities. We're adding more challenges for the players who really want to do a lot of mining, and that is their specialization. We just want to add a lot of depth for them so they have cool gameplay.
So what did we learn this week? You know?
Well, oh, what's he going to say? I'm going to tell you what. We learned that this is super fucking sexy, and I love it. I can't wait.
I've been saying that at the end of every show, and since this is the last episode of 2019, we're going to go ahead and take a look back at what we learned this year in a lovely piece our editorial team put together called What Did We Learn This Year?
Oh, no.
Catchy.
They're turning it into a meme? That's awesome. That's awesome. This is so nice. We watched every single one of these together this year. This is so very cool that they're doing this. I love it. Love that prowler.
This is going to take a while, isn't it? How many segments did we do this year?
That's so funny, dude.
120. Justin, double time.
Fast forward. That's how much content has come out this year. This is what I was saying. At this point, this year, wow. Oh, that's good. That's good. Oh, man. Oh, I'm getting all types of excited again. Oh, Getting all types of excited again. Okay, calm yourself down, DG. Gotta talk third person to myself. Woo!
How much longer at this rate? 5 minutes.
Beat it up.
Let's go quadruple time and skip a few. Like the bartender.
Woo!
I'm pretty certain there was still a bartender update in there. Sorry. But with that, we bring ISC to a close for 2019.
That was
On
awesome.
behalf of the entire team here that works to bring you all these segments over the course of the year, I just want to say thank you for inviting us into your lives each week. It really is our privilege to share with you the work our developers pursue throughout the year. And we'll be back on January 23rd to do it all over again.
Oh man, we gotta wait that long for the next one, huh?
I'm Jared Huckabee.
All right, guys,
Happy
great
holidays,
year.
and we'll see you next year.
Great year. Great year. Kudos, man. We had a great year.
For the latest and greatest in Star Citizen Squad.
Chris, we had a great year this year. This was a lot of fun to do this show with you guys. I had a blast with you guys. I would like to thank everyone here for making it just a wonderful time. Every Thursday, I look forward to it. I'm kind of sad that we won't be doing this again till January 23rd, but don't worry. I stream Tuesdays and Thursdays usually in the morning. I'll still be doing those. And I just wanted to say, guys, thanks so much for showing up to these. It's an honor and a privilege to be with you guys and talking about all the fun stuff that's on its way for Star Citizen. So thank you so much, and I will see you. Oh snap! Thank you, Tam brought DiCaprio. Tam, you did it, dude. Congratulations. By the way, we're having a giveaway. Thank you, Tam. Perfectly timed. Perfectly timed DiCaprio. You really can't beat that to end this Inside Star Citizen review. You just can't beat that. Thanks, everyone, and I will see you on the next stream or vid.